is to bring our special guest, which is Bruce Stief. He's a vice president of business development for the Legal Club of America. And Bruce, you're on the call with us?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening.
Good evening, Bruce. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule here to be on our radio show. And again, everyone, you can send us some emails at ndcsavingsclub.com on the radio show tab and send us some emails, and you want to ask maybe some questions to Bruce, and I'll read later on this call with Bruce. But at this point, Bruce, I'd like to welcome you and to say, what is this the Legal Club?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thanks for having us on this evening. There are a couple different products that we provide to NDC Savings Club members, one being the Family Protection Plan, another program being the Small Business Legal Plan. And what we've done over the years is look for ways of providing services, professional services, that individuals and businesses need at discounted rates, getting them access to various professionals that can help them solve their needs, making those professionals available, and making sure that they're able to afford these services. We're able to do so utilizing our nationwide network and value different providers. So we've got a variety of different plans, a variety of different services to cover both individuals and the small business. On the individual side, the program that we like to offer is something we call the Family Protection Plan. It's a combination of benefits. It's not just the legal plan. It encompasses a variety of different things, such as legal, but more so identity theft services, free tax preparation, financial counseling, and life event counseling. So we kind of bundle it all together. We cover the different areas that could be important to an individual should they run into a scenario where they require these professional services. Some of them you're going to run into no matter what. Everybody has to file federal tax returns every year. The plan provides a method for you to get your federal returns done for free. So we'll do everyone's 1040, 1040A, and 1040EZ. We'll do that for them at no charge. We provide identity theft solutions. Everybody's aware of identity theft today and all of the different factors that go into identity theft, whether it's simple as losing a credit card or having an actual data breach that exposes somebody. We help you to avoid becoming a victim of identity theft by providing you with a software product to help stop online identity theft from occurring. It's a keystroke encryption product. It encrypts your keys, that hides that data away from somebody that might be looking to steal your passwords, your login information, your address, your credit card data, and things of that nature. We do identity monitoring for members who are looking to be proactive and identify signs of an identity theft at its earliest stage so that we're able to mitigate it, stop it, and correct it as quickly as possible. We do fully managed restoration for every one of our members. So if they do become a victim, we're able to take care of that for them. We assist them if they lose a document or a credit card. We ask them to replace that, and at the same time, put certain watches in place to make sure that those documents or credit cards are being used in the identity theft scenario. They have identity theft insurance, so in the event that they do become a victim of identity theft, we're going to help them to recover any expenses they may incur, such as loss of wages if they have to take time off work, or legal expenses. And speaking of legal expenses, obviously our company is the Legal Club of America, so we do have a legal component to this plan. It's a legal referral network. We give our members free and discounted legal services. We cover everything from free consultations, face-to-face consultations primarily. One of the things we want to make sure is everybody gets an attorney. There's no time limits on the consultations, and there's no limit to the number of consultations that somebody can have, so you can meet with more than one attorney. We review documents on their behalf. We prepare a free simple will for them. We help them if they're going to represent themselves in small claims court. We write letters on their behalf at no charge. We make phone calls for them at no charge. Then we've got some discounted fee schedules that we apply for fixed rate legal services, such as a traffic ticket defense or a simple will with a minor's trust, simple divorce or real estate closing, things of that nature. And then the real savings of this plan comes in the fact that our attorneys are contracted to provide our members with rates of $125 per hour or 40% off of the usual and customary hourly rate. So we get costs down for individuals to be able to get the legal services that they need. We've got over 20,000 attorneys in the network nationwide, so covering all areas of law. We look at all areas of language, so we're able to communicate and find attorneys that can communicate with our members. And we make it affordable, so it's easy to use. There's no waiting period. There's no pre-excluding conditions for any of the benefits of the plan. If somebody has a legal need, they can use the program right from the time that they join through NDC. They also get financial counseling if they want to talk to a counselor about home budgeting, debt consolidation, use calculators to figure out their home budget, things of that nature. And there's also a 24/7 life event counseling program, which gets them with licensed clinical counselors. So if somebody wants to talk to a counselor about depression, alcoholism, weight loss, cigarettes, trying to quit smoking, family problems, anything of the sort, all of this is available to them. So we bundle it all together. We put it together as a family protection plan. We think it's a great offer. We're really excited that NDC is offering this to your members. We think they'll see a tremendous value in the plan, whether it be the need for legal services, whether it be wanting to have their tax preparation done for them, their free returns, or just protecting themselves in the case of an identity theft concern.
Well, Bruce, as I'm hearing all this, and again, I'm revisiting and going over to the website, and by the way, everyone, they can go to the NDCSavingsClub.com and go on your left-hand side on the categories and just click on the legal, and that will take you right to the website. But I guess my question to you, like people are asking, I mean, you're providing all this from IRS to motor vehicle to a will, I mean, for a family. It sounds to me like it's very expensive. I mean, it sounds like to me this sounds too good to be true. And, I mean, how much is this going to cost me? $100, $200 a month, which is, I think that's reasonable. But it looks like you have here a price of $14 a month for a family plan, correct?
Yeah, Alex, this entire program will only be $14 per month covering the entire family.
Well, that's like 50 cents a day.
Correct. It's very inexpensive. It makes all these services readily available, and there's a lot of reasons that this plan is relative and it's very affordable.
Now, I mean, again, everyone on the call, as you can see, I guess my next question: how long have you guys been around?
We've been around since 1994. The company started 20 years ago, Legal Club of America. And over the years, we grew from being a legal service provider to a provider of other benefits as well. And we've since we've recognized the need that individuals will have other scenarios beyond legal care or other scenarios that legal really ties to, such as tax preparation, the financial counseling, the identity theft, and things of that nature. 20 years going strong. We've got over 2 million members that are in our plan. We see a lot of use for the program. We get a lot of favorable response. Folks are really excited to get into the program. And if they have a need for a lawyer, for a legal scenario, it's a great way to get going.
Well, you know what, Bruce? Again, everyone, as you're hearing this, like less than 50 cents a day, $14 a month. I mean, if we buy coffee a couple of times a week, this is a lot less expensive. And if you start realizing how much money you'll be able to save in any of these fields, and like this is interesting, Bruce. Like you guys started the Legal Club of America, but then you guys saw the need that you were able to expand, and that's great of a company. That's why when I looked at the 75 different programs we have here on the NDCSavingsClub.com, and we try to pick out the best progressive best programs that are out there that are able to build their niches so they're able to help the consumers. And you guys have taken it to the next levels, taken it to counseling, taken it to IRS, taken it into motor vehicle, taken it out to identity theft. And again, everyone on the call, this is what makes these great progressive companies, and you guys are one of them, that you'll be able to see the need, much like I saw back in 2005 when we created the drug card to help them save money on medications. Well, from there grew to the Savings Club, which is a healthcare savings club, and other things that people would need. And of course, legal services. You mentioned before that this also includes like a free will for family. I mean, free will, I think it runs anywhere as like, $200 to $300 or $500 for a free will.
Sure, and you can look at any different aspect of the program, and if you look at it from a cost perspective, the will itself would pay for the cost of the program on an annual basis. Most folks will spend $200 to $250 a year to get their federal return completed. The complete plan is $168 per year, so if you just let us do your taxes, you've got all of the benefits at no cost.
Mm-hmm.
Balance itself out. If you've ever had or know anybody that's become a victim of identity theft and had to do their own restoration, they'll know that it'll take somewhere in the neighborhood of about 400 daytime hours and anywhere from $3,000 to $4,000 to correct the situation. All of that's included. So
wow.
From a cost perspective, the plan really does pay for itself.
Well, another aspect of this great plan that you guys are offering, again, to our members on PRN and on the NDC Savings Club, you're also, like myself, for business. You also have a business plan for business people out there, correct?
Correct. So separate of the Family Protection Plan, we have another offer. It's geared toward small businesses. It's something we call a small business legal plan. And what we've done is taken the same concept of our legal referral network, and we've added and kind of tweaked over the years some of the free services to make them very relative to the small business owner. We've got the consultations. We have the review of the documents. The attorneys will make phone calls on their behalf. They'll write letters on their behalf. But they'll also do collection letters. So if you're having problems getting paid, our attorneys will write up to 10 collection letters per quarter at no charge, so they can help try to get you that revenue that you're looking for. You've got the guaranteed low hourly rate. The attorneys are still locked in. Even if it's your business, they're going to represent you and do the work at $125 per hour or 40% off. They'll discount their contingency fees by 10% if it's a contingency case, and so on. So it's really relative. We wanted to extend those benefits to make sure that somebody who's in a small business has got valued services that are available to them relative to their business.
Wow. Well, I am myself a member, much like the dental program, the travel club, and all these different programs that we have. I also own, for the business, your program, which is the Legal Club of America package. And by the way, I'm putting all these examples on my website, on the NDC Savings Club, and I'm running a tab on how much money myself and my family is able to save. I will say, everyone, and this is all going to be documented, so then people can actually see documentation on medication savings, on travel, on MRIs, and also, the beginning of the year, I have a pestering legal issue that I contracted again, the Legal Club of America with you guys. And I'm looking in here, and I'll post this. Here comes a bill that I personally have of $1,428 for consultation with an attorney. Minus the 40%, I'm paying $856.80. So start thinking about that. I'm trying to calculate here. That's a savings of $517.20 that I saved. So imagine that, everyone, having like a $1,400 bill, chopping it down to like $850 and saving close to like over $500. So again, everyone, as you can see here, these types of programs for the price, I guess the package for the business is $24.95. So it's like an extra $10, and you can now get for your business. So, Bruce, I myself, I have this as a document myself to show that, here's almost a $1,500, bill chopped down to like $850. I mean, that's a pretty good savings.
Oh, sure. Sure. And it adds up pretty quick. It doesn't take long to recover the expense of this program. It really is designed to address those issues that we'll face on a daily basis and make them affordable, make it accessible, get those services out there. And if you have the plan, it doesn't take long to realize the value of the plan and the benefits.
Saying that again, everyone, I personally use these benefits myself for years. I had the Legal Club of America for years as well, and about going back like maybe 3 years ago, we all get pestered with probably speeding tickets, and you try to go fight it or whatever. Well, I remember that I had a speeding ticket, and here's what was interesting. I contacted. They represented me for free as part of the program, and what they did is that they went in and went on my behalf. And everyone, here's what's interesting. You know how you go to court and you try to dismiss something, you have to wait there. If you have no attorney, you got to wait there forever until they get around to you. But if you bring in an attorney with you, what happens is that right away they will call you up, because again, that's kind of a professional courtesy they do among themselves if you bring in an attorney, and that's what you're paying for. But again, this was part of the service. And what did happen was that all I did was just pay the fine, but not have the points. The attorney brought me right in. I think I was like the second one there. I saw a bunch of people waiting, and the attorney said, "No, don't worry about it." I was the second person up, and I pled guilty, of course, because it was speeding, but I had no points. And what that means is that my insurance rates didn't go up, but then I paid the fine. But then that was worth the service. And that's one of the ways that I've used the service for, Bruce.
Yeah, and traffic tickets is a big area for us. We've got a lot of different traffic attorneys around the country. It's a very heavily used legal service area. Another area that we get a lot of usage on is family law. Folks have issues or questions regarding any sort of divorce, separation, child support, custody issues. That's a very heavy area of law referral for us. We get a lot of favorable response that folks like the fact that all of a sudden they had these attorneys available. They didn't have to worry about how they were going to do it or screen them, and it was affordable. So when folks had kind of needs, when they were in the past, they chose not to proceed the protection.
Bruce, you're breaking in and out of the call. Okay, you're back?
I hope so.
Okay, great, because you were breaking in and out of the call, and you're absolutely right. Family law, I mean, divorces, or as ourselves or our parents get older in reference to nursing homes, and we don't know. Again, I guess, a lot of us are getting older now, and either ourselves or our parents, and we're kind of lost. What kind of legal rights do I have, or what kind of legal rights my parents have?
Sure, you make a good point. We've got a lot of attorneys also on the network that specialize in elder care, so they help them to get all their important documents and trusts and wills and estates in place. So you really take care of all aspects of any individual's needs through the network.
Well, so it sounds like it's very encompassing. I mean, all for less than 50 cents a day or $1 a day for the business legal plan. I mean, there's a lot here to cover, everyone. So please take advantage of these great prices and these great benefits that we have available. And again, everyone, if you want to call in and maybe ask your questions either to myself or to our special guest, Bruce, you can call toll-free at 888-874-4888. And again, 888-874-4888 for any questions that you might have in reference to the legal service. Also, too, you can go to the NDC SavingsClub.com and also go to the radio show button on the upper right-hand corner and submit your questions. And by the way, Bruce, I have an email here that we have a Carol from New York City, and she's asking a question about landlord and tenant problems.
Yeah, sure. That's another good area. I'm glad that Carol brought that up. Landlord tenant is certainly something we see quite often. The plan will cover them. They'll have the opportunity to meet with an attorney, have free consultation, meet with another attorney, get as many opinions as they'd like, decide which direction they're going to move in, and take advantage of the low hourly rate for these attorney rates out of $125 per hour or 40% off. It may be something in case we're able to write a letter on your behalf for free or make a phone call and help to try to resolve the matter. But you certainly have attorneys available to help you with landlord-tenant.
Yeah, I mean, being probably in New York City, it's probably a lot of issues that goes on. And again, the station PRN is in New York City, so I know that what happens out there with landlords, they're always trying to kick out all the tenants. So then this way they can just, kick people out so they can raise the rents for new people, get more money for it. So again, I guess that's what Carol is calling about, because she's probably a tenant and her landlord is probably giving her problems and what legal rights she has to protect herself legally. Instead of just and what the landlords do, they just frustrate the hell out of you until you decide to move out. So,
especially in New York City, where they think that you're not going to, most folks are going to pursue getting legal representation. They're of the opinion that the cost will prohibit somebody from representing themselves, and they try to essentially bully the tenant. If that individual has a plan, such as the family protection plan, they'll have access to our attorneys. Those legal services will be affordable, and they'll be able to represent themselves accordingly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think how that will work, and again, like a bully, if you don't stand up to a bully, the bully keeps picking on you. But again, having legal representation and maybe writing a letter on your behalf, sending it over to the bully, which is a landlord, then usually the landlord would just leave you alone and go pick on somebody that's weaker. And usually that's how that works. So
sure, that's certainly a possibility.
Correct. So again, everyone, as you can see here, like for 50 cents a day, $14 a month for a family program, you're able to get all this encompassing great benefits that you'd be able to utilize. Like myself, I've been using this as much when I get a chance. And again, nowadays you just don't know. But at least you'll be able to contact, an attorney, speak to it, which I have, and they'll guide you. And I guess one of my questions would be this, Bruce. I guess I'm assuming that there's all different types of law or lawyers, right, for different areas?
Sure. The plan covers all areas of law. No area of law is excluded. So whatever the legal need is, we will get you with an attorney in our network that will provide you with the services and the benefits of the plan.
So if it's tenant and landlord, if it's taxes,
if it's landlord tenant, if it's tax, if it's motor vehicle, if it's family law, if it's employment law, doesn't matter. We've got them all in the network.
Wow, and which brings up the next question. I got here an email from Frank from North Carolina. He's asking you, what's the difference between the personal and the business plan? Like, what makes the difference between both of them?
The difference is in the benefits that are afforded to the business, the collection letters, the number of consultations that they're able to receive. It's a little bit different when we're talking about small businesses. And then you have on the individual side. So we'll make, for argument's sake, up to 2 phone calls per month for a small business for free, or write up 2 letters, 3 per month for the letters for the small business side, where on the individual it's unlimited for one new letter or phone call per legal matter with an unlimited number of legal matters. So if we write a letter for you this month and you have a different legal scenario next month, we'll continue to do it for you each new legal matter. So the benefits are geared differently, more applicable to a small business versus those that are more geared toward an individual.
Now, I have a question. Would a business owner like myself, would it make sense to have both plans, or one, let's say, for a business plan would be good enough for me because it would also cover my personal?
It's really a matter of preference. It just depends what other benefits you want to have in there. The business plan's not going to cover your personal, so you're going to have to do both in order to get the business benefit.
Okay. So it'd be a good idea to have both. You have on your personal side, and then you have on the legal side, which at that point would be something like $40 or something like that, which it isn't much compared to the savings that you'll be able to get.
Correct. Yeah, on the personal side, you're going to get the whole bundle with the taxes, the financial counseling, the identity theft, the life counseling, and such. And then if they do have a small business, it's a great opportunity to bundle that in and save the $30 a month and have full coverage.
Okay, great. Again, everyone, as you can see, though, I mean, there's a lot of value here. And again, you said that, you guys have been around for like over 20 years already and helping people, and you guys have expanded now to not only just being legal, but also for family services, for IRS, and all different programs for identity theft and all. And again, everyone, that's just how our society's going. Things are getting more complex, and here's a way that complexity kind of makes it easy for you in reference in the legal system to help you. And again, I think it's really great and affordable for these prices. And if you guys, I guess people don't know until they have to go out there and get legal services, and they don't realize how much stuff costs.
Yeah, that's another good point about the family protection plan. Legal services in themselves, you're right. People don't generally look at what it would cost to obtain an attorney in the event that they need one, or they hesitate to think about covering themselves with a plan that just deals with legal, which is really why the family protection plan is such a neat little offer. Every year you've got to do tax returns. Every year we have to deal with identity theft scenarios. There's real tangible benefits that you use even if you never need a lawyer. Mm-hmm. They're all there, they're accessible, and it's right, all in the one program.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned something that's interesting in reference to for the IRS and for tax preparation and stuff. Everyone, I know this for a fact, every single year the tax law changes. So either you can be handicapped and really get fined, or you can really take advantage of the tax loopholes or things that happen in reference to when tax changes. So I'm assuming with the family legal plan, Bruce, people will be able to call up and maybe just review and go over their taxes to see what advantages they'll be able to take, or see what penalties they might get hit with. And I'm definitely, since my show is about health care, I think that this whole thing with health insurance and Obamacare, I think that's heavily in people's minds now.
Sure. So they have full access to our tax professionals. They can call in. They can speak with them about we'll review their prior year's returns, we'll advise them going forward. We'll do their federal returns at no charge. So they can certainly take advantage of the latest tax laws and utilize accountants and financial services that are available to them through the program.
I mean, I still can't believe, Bruce, that it's like 50 cents a day, like $14 a month for that family program, and it's for the whole family. Now, I'm just curious, a family member, you have a husband and wife, or this, I guess this also includes partners that are together. That includes them as well. Is that included as a family?
Yeah, we consider a family to be the primary member. There's also a domestic partner, any dependent children under the age of 25, and any other dependent individual that lives in the plan member's home. So if you have a parent or a grandparent or an aunt or an uncle that lives all within the household, they're all covered.
Wow, for $14 a month or 50 cents a day? Everyone in the home?
Everyone in the home.
Wow, I mean, that's it's really an incredible value. And what's happening now, everyone? People are moving back. Kids are going back home, and you're saying they're covered up to age 25, and especially too if the kids are off to college. Things happen out there. You want to partying, or you drinking too much, and then you get into accidents, and then you get hurt, and then there's legal actions and stuff. At least you have this to look at your legal options in case something happens. Correct, Bruce?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. So we have here a lot of ways, everyone, that they'll be able to, cover. I have here an email. I guess people are sending emails. By the way, if you want to call in, again, toll free, 888-874-4888. So I guess the number, or you can go to the NDCSavingsClub.com, click on the radio tab, and then you can submit your questions. At this point, engineer, anyone has called us? Anyone on a call, engineer? Guess he's not with us. Okay, Bruce, you're still there?
I'm still here.
Okay, great. I have here an email, and I guess people are, using the technology. I have here an email from Lewis from Tampa, Florida. He says, does it also include free will? And I guess we talked about that, right? It also includes a free will.
Correct. It includes a free simple will for the member and their family with all annual updates.
Oh, and all annual updates?
Correct, for free.
Wow, that's really... and when you look over here, I guess I'm getting emails. People... this is interesting how technology, everyone, with social media and all, because we're on Facebook and all, and people are sending now from Facebook, sending us... talking about here, Maria from New Jersey, talking about for IRS audits. And could that help her?
Yeah, we'll provide IRS audit assistance. We'll help them to understand what the audit's about, review the documents of the audit, review their prior returns, and provide them with guidance and assistance, all part of the plan.
Wow. I mean, that's really amazing there, Bruce. So, again, everyone, you can go to the NDCSavingsClub.com, go right to our site, click on, if you want to look for the legal services program, look at the categories for legal, and then click on that button. It takes you right to the website. There, you can actually choose the option if you want your personal for your family, covers up to kids up to age 25, and any household persons that live there with you, they're covered under the program. And also, too, if you need it for business, like I do, yes, letters and review of contracts and whatever it might be that you need for business. And again, everyone, that's just the nature of business. You need to protect yourself. This is what this program is all about, to help you save money. And like for 50 cents a day or $1 a day, definitely this is an incredible value. So at this point, Bruce, I mean, I really appreciate your time being on the call here with us and letting our members know about this great service that you guys are able to provide.
Yeah, it's great. We really appreciate the opportunity to speak to everybody tonight. I think you do a great job with NDC Savings Club. You bring a lot of value to your members across the full spectrum of benefits, and we're very happy to be part of it.
No, I really appreciate you guys. I mean, again, you guys have been around for years, and this is what we do here at the NDC Savings Club, and it came from the need, from the drug card. People are asking us what other great benefits you'll be able to provide for us. And here you guys are, helping everyone save on the legal and also identity theft and IRS and motor vehicle, every kind of aspect that you might need in reference to your legal service and other programs. So I really appreciate your time there, Bruce. We'll probably have you sometime in the future again in reference to our show here. And then, we can have people maybe asking you some questions this time. All right?
That would be great. Thanks very much. Have a good evening.
All right. Thank you, Bruce.